Guess what I bought the other day? This motherfucker. What's up, fans? So, I was going through your guys' comments like I always do. Love answering, love reading all your guys' comments. And one of you guys commented something to me. So, essentially this whole video is going to be a comment of the day or question of the day. Because of what this guy said to me. His name is Tommy Thompson. Is that really your name? I'm not saying that because it's just like it's stupid or anything, but it's like a Tommy Thompson. Tom. I'm calling you Tom. Hey Doug, you heard Gase on the list to get fired. If the Dolphins do this, I would lose my mind. Make a show about this so we can comment on it. You ask, and I will do it. I found 3 different websites that talk about coaches that are on the hot seat for the 2018 season. All of them have Adam Gase on it. Is that out of the norm for the Miami Dolphins? No. It seems like our coaches are always on the hot seat. Our coaches are always up to be fired. Like Joe Philbin should have been fired, but he stuck along way longer than he should have. That's because Stephen Ross is super loyal to his coaches. Sometimes too loyal. Like Philbin should have been gone maybe 2 seasons before he actually was gone. And you never know, we might have had a really great winning coach. Because there was some great winning coaches available when we should have fired Joe Philbin. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about these websites and Vegas odds and all that jazz about Adam Gase. So I'm gonna break it down for you. So let's get started. So the first website is SB Nation, and the title of this one is "Which NFL coach will be the first one fired in 2018 season?" And they talk about it, and then they show the opening odds to be the first NFL coach fired, the Vegas odds, and Adam Gase is number 2 he's plus 750. Pete Carroll is the last with plus 2,800. So the bigger the number, the less likely you'll get fired. The smaller number, the more likely you're fired. So it's either Hugh Jackson or Adam Gase. He's the top 2, and let's hear what they had to say. Gase has worked hard to put his own stamp on the Miami Dolphins, oftentimes getting rid of talent to create the environment he prefers, but when you don't win, that can mean your job. Okay, I'll give that to him. Sound reasoning on why he has Adam Gase, or why the Vegas odds have Adam Gase high on the list of being fired, because you get rid of Ndamukong Suh with a ridiculous, absolutely 1,000% ridiculous contract that Adam Gase had no part of. He got rid of him. But, you know, that's Adam Gase. That's his fault. Why are you getting rid of talent? Why are you getting rid of such great talent with the most ridiculous contract for a defensive tackle, even though he's one of the greats, that you had no part in? You got rid of him. Then you have Jarvis Landry, who we got rid of. Great talent. Great talent. I would have loved to see him stay with Miami. But again, he wanted a huge contract. And he, again, is somebody else that is not affiliated with Adam Gase. So Adam Gase wanted to keep him. Adam Gase tried to keep him. Adam Gase and the front office offered him money. I feel like that was more the front office, the money side, whereas Adam Gase was like, try to keep this guy. And then they were like, well, he doesn't want to take this money, blah, blah, blah. Then Adam Gase was like, all right, do whatever you have to do. That's what I'm just speculating. We don't know who was in charge of what when it came to the money side. But Adam Gase wanted to keep him. I could see where they're coming from. But I'll give you my reasoning on why he won't get fired at the end after I read the other 2 websites. Now we have Sports News, and their title is "Why Doug is Stupid." What? Their title is "NFL Coaching Hot Seat, Who Goes into 2018's Most in Line of Firing." This was made in May 15th, so last month. And what they say about Adam Gase. Gase has deployed his power over Miami personnel by letting go of players like Jay Ajayi, Jarvis Landry, and Ndamukong Suh, hoping to create a better dynamic on the field and in the locker room. But that drain of talent will make it harder for Gase to prove his Dolphins are more like the 10-6 playoff team they were in 2016 and the 6-10 mess of last season. Again, it goes back to everyone's jumping on the talent bandwagon, and everyone's jumping on the fact that the Dolphins got rid of talent. You got rid of Jarvis Landry and Dominican Sue. I literally just talked about that. Again, Adam Gase is getting rid of talent. Adam Gase is getting rid of all these great players. He got rid of 2 great players. 2 great players he got rid of is going to suck and might hurt us. Dominican Sue and Jarvis Landry. Other than that, he didn't get rid of players that weren't replaced by possibly more talented players. So the excuse for him getting rid of talent is caca. Then, the final website I found is called Big Butt. It's not called Big Butt. It's called HeroSports.com. And their title is Coaching Hot Seat, NFL 2018 edition led by head coaches with a 1-3 record in Cleveland. So they're talking about Coaching Hot Seat. This one came out April, so it's a month before the last one I read. Let's see what these said, because Adam Gase is obviously on it. Let's see what they say. Speaking of terribly average, Gase is 16-16 with the Dolphins over 2 seasons. He's going to get starting quarterback Ryan Tannehill back, but the last time I checked, Miami is still in the same division as New England. 2018 is definitely a do or die season for Gase. This guy is an idiot. Terribly average because he went 16. He's 16-16 because the first year went 10-6. Last year he flipped, went 6-10. And then he's like, we're getting Tannehill back, but you're in a division with the New England Patriots, dude. You think you can compete with the New England Patriots? You think you can beat the New England Patriots? You think you can play the New England Patriots on a Monday night at home and beat them? You think Tom Brady, who has a 7-9 record against the Dolphins in Miami, you think the Dolphins have a chance against him? Yeah, man. Tom Brady isn't always going to be Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all time. But he's getting old. He's not going to be able to play forever. Will they still be great? Will they still give the Dolphins trouble? Will they still be in, the lead for the AFC East? Will they still have an automatic playoff spot? Yeah, of course. They're the fucking Patriots. But stop making it seem like the Dolphins have no chance against the Patriots. It drives me nuts. Here's what I think about Adam Gase. And here's what I think about these articles essentially saying that Adam Gase is going to get fired. Adam Gase is on the hot seat, this and that. You got year 1. He goes 6-10. That team did not have as much talent as the team did last year and as the team does this year. And they went 6-10. They went 10-6, and they won, and they got in the playoffs. With Ryan Tannehill going down, with what, 3-4 games left in the season? Go to last year, right? Everyone is now putting Adam Gase on the hot seat because he goes from 10-6 to 6-10. Last year, not only did a hurricane hit and take away the Dolphins' bye week, not only did Ryan Tannehill tear his ACL, not only did Raekwon McMillan tear his ACL, not only did Lawrence Timmons go AWOL, not only did the Dolphins' offensive line coach get caught snorting coke and be jettisoned off the team, and then you bring in Jay Cutler. Now, a lot of people are going to knock Adam Gase and think Adam Gase should be fired because he brought in Jay Cutler. Take this man's mentality, right? Adam Gase got hired from the Chicago Bears, right? Your starting quarterback is done for the year. And I think it happened like a couple weeks before the first preseason game. So you essentially have a month to find a quarterback and have him start for this team and have him run this offense. A lot of people are saying, well, why didn't they just hand the reins to Matt Moore? Okay, you hand the reins to Matt Moore. Matt Moore gets injured a lot. So, okay, we'll do that. We'll have Matt Moore as our starting quarterback. He knows the offense. He's put a spark behind these players, and then we'll play great. What happens come week 6 when Matt Moore gets injured? And then people would say, okay, well, Matt Moore gets injured. You start David Fales. David Fales showed a ton of promise. Why not start him? Because he wasn't a guaranteed thing. Because he was still green and because he would still make mistakes. And this is what Adam Gase's mindset was. In my mind, I just went 10-6. I made the playoffs. I didn't have as much talent as I have now. I didn't have the additions that I have now. Let me bring in somebody who knows my offense, who I don't have to teach it to, and they can just run the offense. They don't have to be spectacular because I have the things around it. All of the injuries and all of the BS that the Dolphins had to deal with, and the fact of losing their bye and stuff, it's very hard to work through it. You lose your starting quarterback, it's very hard to get through that alone, and the other things on top of it. So we had a shit season. Will he have a better season this year? I'm hoping. A lot of people are predicting the Dolphins to go like 4-12. I don't see that happening. I think the worst the Dolphins can do is potentially going 6-10 again. But my optimism and me still being cautious, I think the Dolphins will go 9-7. I think come November they will still be in the playoff hunt. But if everything goes to plan, and if everyone that we got plays at their potential, and if everyone on paper plays how they should, this could be a 10-6 team again. And it could be a playoff team again. But would they fire Adam Gase after this season if he went 4-12? Would they fire him? I don't know, because of how much Stephen Ross has given Joe Philman second chances. But he also could have learned from that mistake and will cut ties sooner. But I personally wouldn't. The man went to the playoffs and then he had a shitstorm of a season and the worst bad luck ever. He must have kicked a black cat while it was crossing in front of him, while he was walking under a ladder, and then he punched a mirror, because this dude had the most unlucky season last year. But I honestly don't think he'll be fired next year. And I honestly don't think after next year, though, after the 2019 season, if he still is like a 5-11, 6-10 team for 2 years in a row, then he will be fired. But I don't think that'll happen. I think he's got his quarterback back, and if Tannehill doesn't pan out properly, David fails, he's liking him and he's liking what he's seeing, and then he can get his quarterback in the draft. People keep forgetting. This isn't his team. Jarvis Landry wasn't his receiver. Ryan Tannehill isn't his quarterback. And Ndamukong Suh wasn't his big signing. Cameron Wake wasn't with him. Like, he is now starting to get his team to be molded around him. So, will he get fired at the end of the season or during this season? No. No. Not unless he goes 0-16, 1-15, 2-14. No. So that's the video. Again, that is the comment of the day, is this whole entire video. Hit that like button if you agree with what I'm saying. Hit the like button if you disagree with what I'm saying. And then let me know below. Be like, hey, you make some points, but this, and that. Or, hey, I agree with you. You're stupid. I don't know. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's the same thing. It's DouglieDoWrong. Don't forget to follow my second channel, The Bit Boys. I would greatly appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time watching this video and you're like, hey, this guy, he's passionate about the Dolphins just like me, or he knows his football stuff just like me. Let me know. Let me know below. If you want me to talk about other teams, and if you want me to talk about football in general, let me know. Comment below. Let me know. If you're a different team's fan, let me know. Be like, hey, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? And I'll make a video about it. There's going to be a huge lull before training camp starts, which I think is July 26th. So there's like a huge, about a couple of weeks of just nothing happening. So I will make a ton of videos. Finally, share the videos, share the channel. Get this out there. Help this channel grow. You guys are doing a fantastic job. You have no idea how much I appreciate you guys commenting. I don't see any comment as a bad comment. Even the comments where you guys correct me because I say DeAndre Branch instead of Andre Branch, which I'm going to let you guys on a little secret. After the first few times I was saying it wrong and you guys were commenting so much, the last video I was doing it on purpose. I was messing with you guys, and I apologize. But DeAndre Branch is a great defensive end for the Dolphins. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. We just hit 800 subscribers, and when I started this, part of my channel, because I've had this channel for a very long time. I was at 79 subscribers about 2 months ago, and then I was like, I want to start talking about the Dolphins. The draft was coming, free agency was coming, and I was like, I love the Dolphins and I love talking about the Dolphins, so why not do it on this channel? And you guys are being super supportive. You guys have been commenting good, bad, indifferent, weird quotes. It doesn't matter to me. I love every bit of it. I love reading your guys' comments, and I love interacting with you guys. So I really appreciate you guys helping me get to 800. Let's try our hardest to get this channel to 1,000. Share it, like it, subscribe it, tell your friends, tell everyone. Like I said, I will talk about any NFL team. I love football in general. If you want to know any of my football stories, if you want to know why I became a Dolphins fan, all that stuff, I'll do a big grand video when I hit 1,000 subscribers explaining my love for football and when I became a Dolphins fan. So help me hit 1,000. And again, I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best, hands down. I love to read and I love interacting with you guys. You guys are the best, regardless of what fan you are. NFL fans are the best. We're passionate, we love to talk, and we love to just hang out and have a beer, eat some wings, and watch football. 5 weeks, guys. 5 weeks, and the NFL season starts with the preseason. I can't wait. I'm doing things for all football, but I'm rambling now. I'm going to end this video because you guys probably not even watching it anymore because it ran too long. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. I will see you guys real soon. And like always, fins up. Best and worst from Miami Dolphins offseason programs. So I'm going to see what he picked. I'm assuming he has different categories for different people, different places, yada yada. So I'm going to look at what he chose, look at who he chose, and break it down for you. So, in the wise words of this man right here,